Did you know that a single 10-digit number could be the difference between a smooth profit and an absolute customs nightmare for your UK business in 2026? Well, it can. We're talking about import duty tariff codes, and getting them right is just fundamental. This whole guide has been put together by the expert tax advisors at My Tax Accountant, and they're here to walk us through it.
And honestly, that is not an exaggeration. Think about it. Your brand new stock, stuck at the port, unexpected bills landing on your desk weeks later, and your hard-earned cash flow just grinding to a halt. It really can all hinge on getting one number right.
Now, all this guidance comes directly from the team at My Tax Accountant. These are seasoned experts. They help businesses just like yours all across the UK to navigate the tricky world of tax and imports every single day. So you're in very safe hands here. Okay, let's dive in. First up, we'll look at just how costly one little mistake can be. Then, we'll cover the common traps that so many importers fall into. After that, we're going to decode what a tariff code actually is. I'll show you how to find the right one, and importantly, how to get legally binding certainty. And to finish, we'll clear up that crucial difference between duty and VAT.
So, let's kick off with the core problem itself. And this isn't some abstract issue. This affects real businesses every day. A small cafe in Manchester waiting on a new espresso machine from Italy, or maybe a tech startup in Birmingham that needs vital components for their next product. For them, one wrong number can kick off a whole chain reaction of delays and costs.
The simple truth is this: getting your goods classified incorrectly is one of the most frequent mistakes we see. It's so easy to do, but the consequences, well, they're anything but simple. This isn't just a typo on a form. It's an error that triggers a whole series of financial and logistical headaches right at the UK border.
Stay with me here. This next point affects pretty much every small business that imports goods. It's so important to understand why this matters so much right now, in 2026. You see, post-Brexit, the rules have tightened up, and HMRC's systems are far more sophisticated. An error that might have slipped through a few years ago is now under much, much tighter scrutiny.
So, what are we actually talking about in terms of real-world costs? Well, you could be overpaying on duty, literally just giving money away. Or, even worse, underpaying, which can lead to some pretty hefty fines and a full-blown HMRC audit. Your goods could be held up at the port for weeks, which means stock issues and unhappy customers. It can even put a real strain on your relationship with your supplier. It's a proper mess.
Now, here's where most people get confused. Let's bust a few common myths. First one: my supplier gave me the code, so it must be right. Wrong. The reality is the legal responsibility is 100% yours as the importer. Second myth: it's just a number, it doesn't really matter. Oh, it matters. That number dictates absolutely everything at the border. And the third big one: I'll just use the same code I used last time. Nope. Codes are updated all the time, and even a tiny change to your product might mean you need a totally new code.
So, what on earth is a tariff code anyway? Well, the easiest way to think about it is like a passport for your goods. Simple as that. Just like you can't cross a border without your passport, your goods can't get through customs without the right code, telling the authorities exactly what they are and where they've come from.
So, officially, it's a standardized numerical code that describes a product. Now, you might hear it called a few different things: a commodity code, an HS code, or a tariff code. Don't let that confuse you. They all refer to the same crucial system that's used all over the world to classify goods for customs.
Here in the UK, the full import code you'll be using is a 10-digit number. And it's not random. The first 6 digits are part of an international system, kind of like a global language for trade. The next 4 digits are where the UK gets more specific, drilling right down from a broad category like footwear to the really specific details like men's leather boots with rubber soles.
And what's really incredible is just how much power this single 10-digit number holds. It determines the exact rate of import duty you'll have to pay. It decides if VAT is applicable. It's the key that could unlock a 0% tariff if there's a trade deal in place. And it flags up whether your goods are restricted or need a special import license. It literally controls the entire financial and legal journey of your products.
Right, so that's the theory. But how do you actually find the right code for your product? I know it can feel like a bit of a maze, but there is a logical process. Let's make this simple and just break it down into some clear, manageable steps.
First things first, know your product inside out. What's it made of? What's its main purpose? Then, take that info and search the official gov.uk trade tariff tool. Third, and this is one that catches so many people out, you absolutely have to read the section and chapter notes. They contain the legal definitions that can completely change how you classify something. Fourth, compare any codes that look similar. The difference can be tiny, but really important. And finally, if you have any doubt at all, don't guess.
And here's a key tip straight from the experts at My Tax Accountant. Always start with the official Gov UK trade tariff tool. It has to be your first and most trusted port of call. There are other tools out there, sure, but this is the official one that HMRC uses, so it's the one that really counts.
Now, for some businesses, especially if you have complex or really high-value products, even after following all the steps, there might still be a little bit of doubt. If you're in a position where you simply cannot afford any margin of error, you'll want to hear this part.
So the big question is, how can you just eliminate all that doubt? How can you get a decision that's 100% certain, in writing, from the authorities before you've even committed to shipping your goods? Well, thankfully, there is a formal way to do it.
It's called an advanced tariff ruling. Basically, this is a formal, legally binding decision that comes directly from HMRC. Once you have this ruling, it confirms the correct commodity code for your specific goods. It's your ultimate protection, your get-out-of-jail-free card against any future claims of misclassification.
So here's how it works in practice. You have to apply before your goods are shipped, giving HMRC as much detail as you possibly can. They'll then review everything, which can take anywhere from 30 to 120 days, so you definitely need to plan ahead. Once it's issued, you just use the ruling's reference number on your import paperwork. It takes a bit of time, yes, but the peace of mind it gives you is invaluable.
But that's not all. This next point is perhaps even more important for your cash flow. We've talked a lot about duty and VAT, but many business owners don't fully grasp the fundamental difference between these two charges. And believe me, it's a difference that has a massive impact on your bottom line.
Okay, let's break this down. Import duty is a tax. It's set by that commodity code, and here's the crucial bit. You cannot reclaim it. It is a direct, final cost to your business. That money is gone for good. Import VAT, on the other hand, is usually charged at the standard UK rate. But, and this is a big but, if you are a VAT-registered business, you can almost always reclaim this import VAT on your next VAT return. It's a cash flow issue, not a final cost.
So, to boil it all down, the crucial point is this. Getting the tariff code right means you pay the absolute minimum non-reclaimable duty you are legally required to pay. And it makes sure you account for the reclaimable VAT correctly so you can get it back efficiently and keep your cash flow nice and healthy.
Okay, just a quick but important disclaimer. The information we've gone through today is for general guidance and is correct as of January 2026. But tax and customs rules can be pretty complex, and they do change. So for advice that's tailored specifically to your business, you should always consult a professional.
Getting this right from the very start will save you an incredible amount of time, money, and stress down the line. If you'd like to speak with an expert who can give you real clarity and confidence, please don't hesitate to contact My Tax Accountant. All their details are on the screen now. Thanks for watching, and please do subscribe for more essential business guidance.